Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time.
Hey, yo, we ain't here to play.
What I'd like to have right now.
You roll, no, your mouth, shut it.
Can you dig that?
What you gonna do?
I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning.
What?
Stupid idiot.
Oh, yeah!
Woo! You make the rules, and we will break them.
Wonderful.
But now it's time for the big match against the Mystery Man. Earlier in the show, we saw a limousine pull up and the NWO Black and White's waiting on him, and out pops Scott Hall. He finishes his cocktail, sets the glass on top of the limo, and comes into the building. And now we know it's been revealed. Scott Hall is the mystery opponent for Goldberg. And Goldberg has to beat him in order to advance to the world title match with Hulk Hogan. And man, he has his work cut out for him. This is Goldberg's 106th win. But if you go back and watch this, you have to feel sorry for Scott Hall. Because, and I watched this at the time as a kid, and I thought Goldberg was the man. I mean, he's a cyborg. He's running through everybody. This is incredible. But now you look back at it later and you understand more of the wrestling business and you think, man, Scott Hall has this universal reputation for being able to get a good match out of anybody. And now it's a tall order because this guy is as green as grass, and he's got to try to find a way to make this match look presentable in front of the biggest possible viewing audience, not just in the arena, but at home too. When you watch this match back for the first time in 20 years, what'd you think?
I think Scott Hall did a great job. It wasn't a five-star Dave Meltzer classic. It was not, a match that, in WWE people are going to put up, down at the Performance Center in Florida and say, okay, let's watch this match because these guys are going to show you how this kind of a match is done. It's not that. But, Goldberg had been in the business for less than a year, I think, at that point.
That's right.
You put him out there. First of all, we all know what, Bill was like. He's a super intense guy. Now he's in his hometown because Bill's a unique cat in that respect. It meant a lot to him. His friends, his family, guys on the Atlanta Falcons were there, sports media were there, everybody, there was a ton of pressure on Bill. And he had limited skill sets and limited experiences. So for him to be able to go in there and have the match that he did have, that allowed us to advance the storyline. And that's what that match was supposed to do. It wasn't supposed to be a five-star, classic match. It was supposed to help us advance the storyline. And I thought Scott Hall did a great job doing it. It got us where we needed to be. And that's, to me, that was the only thing that was important. Nobody thought he was going to, by the way, nobody's going to ever admit it. I would venture to say it's a safe bet that 99% of the people watching that show thought that the fix was in and that we were going to fuck Goldberg with Scott Hall in the NWO.
Well, let me tell you, as a kid, I thought the plan would be he beats Scott Hall, whoever the mystery guy is, but then the screw job happens in the main event. So somehow Goldberg would still win, but he would win by DQ. So the streak is still alive, and it sets up a pay-per-view rematch later. I didn't think for a minute you guys were doing a title switch.
That's some convoluted booking. I'm glad I didn't hire you when you were 12.
Yeah, instead you had the Dungeon of Doom. Great call.
I didn't have the Dungeon. Well, I did. It's my bad. You're right.
There you go.